Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another Forza Horizon 5 video here on the channel. Now today we're just going to go around, we're going to explore the map. I said I'd do that in my last one, which was the second video, but I mean, third video is perfectly fine. So we're going to go around, I've made out a little route, and we're just going to go and investigate all the different areas and take a proper look. And take some time to actually admire the beauty of the map, because the game itself is beautiful. The cars, the graphics, everything is just so spectacular. Like, if you look at the center, it just looks so glorious from every angle, including even my character inside. Like, they even managed to do the characters really well. But regardless of that, I mean, the actual map itself is quite beautiful. So let's go around, let's go and explore. So we're going to start off here in Tulum. And I mean, just going to go investigate Tulum a little bit. I mean, there's not really much to investigate here. It's sort of like a pretty, like, little town area. I mean, there is a new Horizon Festival here, Festival Outpost, which we made in the last video, which was the Horizon Apex Festival. So we'll drive through that and we'll go and like see the Horizon Apex itself. So yeah, this is like the actual little festival area that we set up last video. So that's always good to see. Now if we turn right out of here, it's quite a pretty little area too, is. But from here we're going to go towards Playa Azul, so we're going to go up the road, and the next place we'll go is a nice little town called Playa Azul, so if we go and check there, I am going to break this video down into chapters as well, so if you guys want to go and like see an individual place, like just check out the chapters. So this here is Playa Azul, which is like a really quite a big town, so if I sort of if I go off-road a little, you'll be able to see it a little bit better, but it's quite a nice little Mexican town down by the beach, so I mean, very pretty town here. So, oh, if I go a little bit too quick, you won't be able to see, so if we stop to investigate here, there's like a whole little plaza area, very pretty. There's also an XP board, but the acoustics of the engine on that is so beautiful. Honestly, this is quite a pretty little town. I know this is definitely not a road, but we sort of go and investigate around here. Like, it's very pretty up and down these little streets. Just try and turn ourselves around carefully. Very, very pretty little town this is. Your typical little Mexican town that you would expect to see as well. I mean, obviously it's down by the coast as well, which didn't really have that. You wouldn't always expect that, but it's a very, very pretty little place, Playa Azul is. So from here, as you can see, I have actually marked out a destination, so I marked out the first part of our route, which is, we're now going to sort of head out of Playa Azul, and then we're going to head straight up towards what is called the Copper Canyon. So whilst we're up there, I mean, go and visit, on a nice little drive through the canyon. I say, you know, it's a very pretty place to go, actually. The views there are spectacular. So if we go straight there now, we'll take a nice little drive through there, and you guys can see what it looks like. As I say, it's very, very beautiful. Just watching all the trees go by at speed is so pretty as well. So you might be able to see it up ahead, but you can see the Copper Canyon from here. So in a minute, once we get past my marker, we're going to turn off right, and we're actually going to go directly through the canyon itself. It's very, very pretty here. There's like a couple of little like houses, like a little villagey area before you get into the canyon itself, but very, very pretty, all in all. If we drive past my mark, it's going to tell us that we've arrived at our destination, but I mean, we kind of have, but it's irrelevant. So this is the Copper Canyon itself. It's very, very pretty, this is. A very pretty area. So you can explore quite well around here. I think you'd be able to get some decent looking photos around here as well. Very, very spectacular views. I mean, if I pull up for a second, if I go just grab this XP board so then we're back away from the size of the canyon a little bit as well. If I sort of stop and look, you can see all the spectacular like cliffs and everything. Very pretty area this is. It's one of my favourite little areas on the map right now. So we're just going to sort of drive through the canyon for a bit. It's very pretty. You've got the little river as well. And those spectacular cliffs. Be beautiful racing through here, I must admit. In fact, you know what? We'll go up to the left here and then we'll sort of come back down. So if I set that route out just so that we know what way we're turning. Because we'll get a look out from the top of the canyon instead of just going straight through it. So yeah, in the canyon itself there is actually like a tunnel that you can go through the caves, which is very pretty. Little route, and the acoustics in there make your engine sound quite cool. But I mean, regardless of engine acoustics and stuff like that, it's just quite a pretty area to be in. So I mean, yeah, just head up here, head up for the actual like canyon itself. Because once we've got up here, you might be able to have quite a nice view of it as well. The only issue is it's very, very dusty trying to get out here. It's just a dirt road, so skidding is definitely occurring. So I mean, from here we'll go up to the little lookout and get a proper lookout over the canyon itself. Well, if we don't completely destroy ourselves first. Nice little hotel up here by the looks of it as well. We just discovered. Don't know what the name of that hotel was. Not been here before. The Hotel Mirador Balam. Nice. But that's not the one that we're here to see. We're here to see the actual canyon itself. And I mean, looking out over it from up here, the view is absolutely spectacular. So if we turn right up here, you might be able to get a nice view from up right here on the lookout. Quite a nice view out over the canyon. Really is quite a pretty area if you're good at driving, unlike me. Oops. So we're sort of going to go around here. So we look out. If we look out from here, it's very, very pretty. So under here is the actual tunnel, like I said, that you can drive through. It goes through the centre of the canyon itself. But that's enough for Copper Canyon for now. we're actually going to see the hotel around here. So there's a very pretty little hotel around here. Which is the Hotel Castillo Santa Cecilia. I believe it will be down here, yeah. So I mean, this is like a little look at this is supposed to be quite a posh hotel. The hotels, like I say, the Hotel Castillo Santa Cecilia. Very, very pretty around here. But I mean, you can't really get a good view of it, but we can, from up here, get a nice view of the big city which we're about to head into, which is Guanajuato. Or Guanajuato. I don't quite know how you pronounce that one. I mean, very sorry for my pronunciation on some of these places. Spanish is not one of my languages. I struggle enough with French, like, never mind Spanish. But if we come up here a second, just to get this, tag this road whilst we're here. There we go. If we go up here, yeah. Just make sure it's all highlighted, because obviously road completion, very important in this game. So if we just come down this big steep hill, we're going to head actually into the city of Guanajuato. And I'm not going to drive around for too long in here because you'll get lost very easily, and it's quite a big city, but I mean, you get a good look at the actual city itself. So yeah, welcome to Guanajuato. Very pretty city. Very big and like busy city, quite hard to navigate. As you can see here, sort of like one road goes down, the other one goes over. When the roads go underneath each other, there's roads that go underneath houses. It's very complex, and the actual city itself is huge. The tunnel down here, I don't think I've even investigated yet. And there's just roads going absolutely everywhere. It's quite the maelstrom of roads. Oh, no, we don't want to go up there. We go down here and turn around. It's an awful lot of roads in Guanajuato, which is why I'm not really staying here for that long. As pretty as the city is, it's very hard to navigate. But from here, we're going to El Estadio Horizon, which is a massive football stadium. So, get to see quite a few sights and stuff on our way around. As I say, it's just a beautiful game, really. So if we head down towards El Estadio, might as well set a marker to that, even though we've already got it. They're telling me to turn around. Okay, so got to go a different way out of Guanajuato. But at least we've actually got the route to help us get out of here. Such a beautiful city this is, though. Even if it is hard to navigate, it's very, very beautiful. So as you might be able to see on the corner here, you should be able to see the stadium itself. There you go, good view of the stadium from above. So, I mean, so the stadium's quite big, and you can just drive straight through it because, I mean, in here there is a big football that you can actually play with. It's almost like Top Gear, where you can play like where they used to play football, and in fact, yeah, you can make Horizon events in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut through the stadium, and the next place that we're actually going is straight up a volcano. We're going all the way up to the Caldera, so La Gran Caldera. So yeah, as you can see, just massive stadium here. We're able to play an awesome game of like car football. Like I say, it's very Top Gear-esque. But yeah, I mean, who doesn't love that? So like I say, from here we'll go up to the La Gran Caldera. And I mean, yeah. I'm going to take a moment here to sort of just like stop at the side of the road and just look up at that beauty that is the actual volcano itself. Like the slopes of it, it's just so huge and so well built. It's just beautiful to look at. Like, I'm really impressed with how well made it is. It just looks so beautiful. I mean, who could really hate that? So, I mean, if we slowly make our way up the actual slopes of the volcano itself, it's quite a twisty road, this. But, I mean, it's very, very worth it. As long as you take your time, don't rush it, you can make it up this volcano itself quite quickly. So 6 miles of just beautiful road like this. Get some very good races up here. You can picture racing up here in like dune buggies. It'd be quite fun. I mean, the view coming down here would be spectacular. But one wrong move when you're coming down and you'll just go flying off the slopes of the cliffs. So, yeah, speaking of, there is an XP board. So we'll grab that. And just take a moment just to sort of look out, and just, honestly, it is spectacular just looking out. Honestly, just such a good view, and we're only like a quarter of the way up. Really is a beautiful map. So yeah. The fact that we're still just slowly climbing. We'll pick up a little bit of speed now, but I don't want to risk too much, so we're just going to take our time. This whole video is just about appreciating the beauty of the game, not about racing around the map. Like, it's just so gorgeous looking at everything. Honestly, it's so beautiful just coming up here. Like, even now, we've got such a spectacular view. Like, I know there's obviously trees, but you can see the stadium, you can see the city quite well from up here. I mean, obviously it's a little bit blurred because it is off in the distance, but the fact that you can just see it from up here is so beautiful. The game's, like, graphics are spectacular, and it doesn't even matter that I'm only on an Xbox One X with just like a 1080p TV. Doesn't matter. It's so beautiful and well built. So we are approaching the summit of the actual volcano now. So I mean, if we just go up here, we can go a little bit quicker now because it is mostly straight from here on in. Honestly, it's just such a nice road to drive up this. As I say, imagine this in like a race with rally cars. That'd be quite fun. In fact, if we stop on this corner here, we're able to have a really good view without any trees obscuring. But yeah, we can see like the whole of Guanajuato, we can see the bridge in the distance, we can see the stadium that was in, we can actually see as far as like, we can see the hotel next to Guanajuato, and obviously like the Copper Canyon beyond that. Just, it's so pretty. Such a pretty map. But honestly, why wouldn't you appreciate this? If you appreciate good graphics in a game, you would enjoy this game. It's simple as that. If you only want a game full of graphics, this is it. But the gameplay is so fluid as well. The driving is so nice. But the game just feels complete. It feels perfect. For a Forza Horizon game, I've never been this impressed. So from here, we're actually at the Caldera. So if I sort of cut over the ground here, I actually get to drive around the thermal springs like this. So obviously that water there would probably be quite hot. It sort of goes off on its own. Like, if I just come down here, I know this is taking us back down towards where we just came from, but like, just look out over the beautiful views. You can honestly see for miles, and it's so spectacular. And from here, we're going to go straight up and over. So, I mean, we're still on the volcano and at La Gran Caldera, but there is actually another little site up on the volcano that I'm going to go and take us to that is quite nice to this is quite a nice little area to drive around, so like, I don't mind spending time driving up here. It's really nice. Even in my McLaren Senna, I'm managing to control it fairly well, as you can see. So this round here is the Gran Telescopio, which is a massive sort of like telescope area where, I mean, up on a volcano, they do stuff like this actually, because like, you're higher up, so you've got less atmosphere to get through. But honestly, spectacular this is. Very massive satellite dish that. We can drive straight round underneath it, and I mean that puts into perspective how big it is. But yeah, it's honestly spectacular. Now here, there is a warning sign, so a danger sign here. This is a special one exclusive for the current like season and stuff, so like seasonal stuff has actually begun in this game. And you know what? We want to go all the way to Dunas Blancas next, the white dunes. So you know what? Whilst we're up here, we're going to take a little bit of a run up, and we are going to do that danger sign. So if we go down, take a bit of a run up, and we're going to try and jump as far as we can from that danger sign. We are going to jump off a live volcano right here. Because why not? We can do it. So why wouldn't we? So I mean, if we can get up some speed, hopefully we can fly. We didn't fly anywhere. I don't think we're going to fly anywhere near as far as I'd like to, but we've flown further than my friend did. And I tell you now, the speed at which you get down the volcano if you go off there, it's a good way to get down the volcano, that. Very good way to get down the volcano. So now we're out in sort of like the deserty area where there's a lot of cacti. And if I head down here, you're going to see the white dunes, or La Dunas Blancas. So you can see how the sand just shifts to white. Very, very pretty area this is. The white dunes are in particular, but and as you can see it sort of shifts into the normal dunes as well. It's very, very pretty. So I mean from here we're going to Desconsar Dorado. So we're going to sort of head over there in a minute, but first, why not just do some exploring? So, I mean, if I go off right here. You guys, we're actually just going to explore the dunes a little bit, somewhat. I mean, the drifting capabilities around here, the air capabilities around here. You can just go flying, just drive carefree. Just drive wherever you want to drive. But there's something I've just noticed. A little tower, I want to head towards it. I wonder what that could be. I mean, the view from up there should be quite good as well, so. My only concern is trying to get some traction to get up the hill towards it. Got to pick up a little bit of speed without spinning out. Yeah, it's going to be difficult. As you can see, we're struggling to actually maintain speed now. Our car really isn't liking this. There's a special 5000 XP board up here as well. Because they know that people are going to struggle to get up here. Yeah, you gotta come up here with some speed to get that. You'd have to jump that. If we turn, the view that you can get from up here is actually spectacular. There you go, if we can get onto a flatter part, you can see that's quite a difficult little XP board to get to actually. As you can see, we're just spinning out a lot. The traction on the sand dunes is almost non-existent. And then once you've got the speed, who cares about traction? I mean, as long as you can keep yourself in a straight line, it should be fine, right? Not really. Not how it works, unfortunately. Once you come out of the sand dunes, you'll get your traction back quite well. So yeah, this is like Desconsar Dorado. It's a nice little area to drive through, but that's not the main thing that I've come here to see. As pretty as it is. The main place that I really want to go and visit is sort of down here, which is de Otro Mundo, which are the crop circles. There's 2 massive crop circles on the map. In case you were wondering what those weird circles are, that's what those are, the crop circles. So I mean, all in all, quite a pretty little thing to go and visit. So yeah, if I come up and over here, you'll be able to see them much better. There's a massive one here. And there is one over the other side as well, which I'm going to show you guys. If I can navigate to it quite well. Hopefully. Should be just over the brow here. I stand corrected, I seem unable to find the other one. Ah, that's because it's a little bit further over. So if I go and just show you guys the other one quickly, and then we'll move on to our next location. So it is, there's another crop circle around here. This one looks a bit bigger actually now I think about it, but yeah, very intriguing places to look at. So the next place we're going is all the way over on the west coast. We're going all the way over to the Club de Opalo de Fuego. And yeah, quite a pretty place this is over here actually. So it's like a whole little nice pretty town on the water. So as you can see, we're coming into that said town. It's like a yacht over there. Some nice little houses up here. So just kind of have a little look at these houses. Very pretty little area. It'd be nice to live there. But yeah, here's the club area, and then after that we're going to carry on around. I'm sure you can see it in the distance, a massive building, and that is the Palacio Azul de Oceano. So that's like a big massive hotel as far as I can tell. Very very big posh hotel this is. So if I head up there, we'll go up the dirt road actually, we'll go up a couple of way. Very posh hotel this is. As you can see, it's just a beautiful building. Yeah, big posh hotel. I mean, I'd quite like to stay there. Don't know about you guys. If I head up here, actually. Might be able to get a good view from up here. We might also find a very rare XP board. Damn it. There's no way I'm getting that. But from up here you can see like the hotel very well. You can also see the crop circles. And obviously you can see over towards the festival main, you can see over towards the volcano Caldera. You can see the bridge from up here as well. And I mean, technically you can see as far as Dunas Blancas, but you actually can't really see them. But yeah, if we then head down from here, next place is just driving through the Baja California towards the actual main festival outpost. Just drive through the Baja California. And then from there we're going down into the little town that we went to in the very first video, which was Mulege. So if we just drive casually through the Baja California, very, very pretty area this is. And you've got quite a nice view just driving over it. You can also pick up some very good speed because straight tarmac roads. This is where you get the speed. As we come down into Horizon Festival. A nice little drag strip here and stuff. And then we'll come out of there and we're going to head down towards Mulege, I think we've already gone past it, so if I set a marker, we're just going to drive straight through Mulege, and then we're almost done now. There's not many more places to go see, so yeah, this is like the Baja California still. Very pretty area. With obviously the big Horizon Festival main outpost in the middle.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Right, so from here, gotta go under the highway and that'll take us over to Mulege, which is like the little town. Quite a pretty little town. Not going to spend long there because we have investigated in the first video, but yeah. Again, just sort of like your typical little Mexican town. It's very pretty.
In 400 yards, turn right.
I'm not going to go over this bridge because there is a board underneath it that I want to grab. It's also down here, might as well grab that. Then just cross straight through the water. And then it's up to the Aerodromo on La Selva, which is, again, I believe we saw that in the first video, but it's a big aerodrome with a massive airstrip and stuff, so. And this is sort of then leading us into the jungle, which is where our last sort of few locations are going to be. So if we cut through here, we're actually at the aerodrome. Aerodromo on La Selva. Lots of planes here, lots of hangars. Big massive airstrip as well. So I mean, there is a danger sign at the one end which you could go and try and jump off of, but we're not going to do that today. Honestly, a very, very nice little drag strip as well. So there is actually, there actually is Aerodromo drag strip. But from there, we're then going to head over the big bridge that I keep pointing out, which is the Gran Puente bridge. So if We just drive all the way to the very end of the drag strip.
when it is safe to do so.
I didn't even expect there to be a sign there, but apparently there was a fast travel sign there, so...
In 400 yards, turn sharp right. Turn around when it is safe.
So, I mean... I'll just carry on driving. Right. It's now back on the main road. And this is going to pick up some... We get to pick up some decent speed here, which is then going to take us towards the Gran Puente Bridge, which we're going to drive over, and then later on we are going to come back to it towards the end. We're going to sort of drive under it. That's where we'll end the video later, but... Yeah, so this is the big main road up to Gran Puente, and again, you can pick up some really good speed along here. This is where you can just feel some superiority. So you come up to the tunnel, and when you come out of the tunnel, you're driving over Gran Puente Bridge, which as you can see has got quite a nice view. Very nice bridge, very long straight as well, so speed you can pick up along there is very high. It's probably one of the best places that you can go if you want to try and get like a top speed thing. But yeah, so that was Gran Puente Bridge, and then coming away from there again you've got some more like tunnels coming out of there, which will lead you back down and in towards the jungle, which we're then going to go to Balam, which we drove through in the second video. So if you haven't seen the other videos, obviously like go and check out the full playlist on my channel. But yeah, so if we go down towards Balam, we'll only have a little investigation around there, and then it's about 4 locations left to check out from there. So we're almost done now. I mean, honestly, you can tell from this video just the pure size of this map. It is honestly colossal. So, like, just in this video alone, I've probably driven about 45 miles. And, I mean, we've been going for, what, 42 minutes? So, yeah, it's absolutely huge map. But it's beautiful. And I wouldn't have wanted any smaller because... might have felt clustered if they'd have tried to fit so much onto a smaller map. And it's nice to have so many different places that we can go, like, so that the game just isn't stale or anything. Like, we've got everywhere that we can go. So this is Balam, which is massive sort of old ancient temples which you can drive under and over. As I say, we did in the last video, but I mean, if I come under here, you can sort of drive through here. And the acoustics inside the temples are absolutely amazing, but yeah, there's an awful lot of ways you can drive through here, under, over, through. There's a bit of water here, but we're going to drive up and over the top of the main temple, and then it's on to the next location. Yeah, from up there you got to see quite a good view. Quite a big area this is. And as we saw in the second video as well, there are the little statues as well hidden away here. So from here we're going to head northwest-ish, and we're going to go to the other big sort of temple area, which this one, please excuse my pronunciation, but I'm pretty sure it's pronounced as Teotihuacan or something like Teotihuacan. Pretty sure it's the pronunciation, but I might have just completely butchered that. So I'm ever so sorry, people. Try my absolute best, but as I said, I don't speak Spanish, so Matthew is not designed for Spanish, so he's doing his best. So there's lots of like tents around here, which I'm not quite sure what they're for, but. Ah, so we've got a barn find room. So yeah, the barn finds are still here. I totally forgot their things. But I mean, that's not what we're here for, is it, right now? So we'll ignore that for now. So this is like the other temple area, which I'm gonna struggle to pronounce, but yeah, like Teotihuacan thing. Honestly, I think I'm changing the pronunciation every time I try and pronounce it. This isn't good. Oh well, but yeah, we get to have a little look around here. Very big temple. If I cut through the fence and sort of drive down the middle, you can truly see like the Aztec temples here. It's absolutely beautiful. And again, it's got like a drag strip down the middle, so you can, yeah, there's a drag race here, which I'm not surprised. So I mean, yeah, absolutely beautiful little area that. So now we're just going to go around the Atlantes de Tula. So we're nearly done now. We've discovered most of the map in this video. Like, I know there's about 53 special areas to go to, but some of them are like really tiny and not that significant. So I picked out a list of about 24 places, and we've just done this route. And I mean, it ended up being quite a long video, but I mean, we've got to see the beauty of Mexico, and that, honestly, this game is just truly beautiful. So, I mean, I'm kind of glad that we took the time. So, yeah, here we've got a couple more of the Aztec temples, or Incan temples, potentially. They're either Aztec or Incan, but, yeah, lots of ancient ruins. I mean, that's typical of what you'd expect as well. I mean, I would have expected Mexico to have like temple ruins and stuff like this, so it does not surprise me in the slightest that we've got so many. So yeah. So that was the Atlantes de Tula. Now we've got one final place to go and investigate properly, which is just down here. In fact, this is so this is the Cascadas de Agua. Wait, what? The Cascadas de Agua Azul, yeah. So this is just like the waterfalls area, but like I've heard a lot of people saying about like, are the waterfalls really that beautiful? Well, let me show you. Like, we'll go and check it out right here, and I'll show you guys just the sheer beauty of these waterfalls. So from here we can get quite a nice view of these waterfalls. So these are just some of the miniature waterfalls. You know what, from here, if I just abandon that marker, you know, I sort of drive over here a little bit. So if I just follow, if I go through the jungle and follow the course of the actual water itself, we'll eventually get to the main waterfall. Unless the waterfalls were further down. But I mean, I'm not quite sure. This has confused me now, because there's bigger waterfalls, but I can't quite seem to locate them. Yeah, so if I sort of go right, I know sort of where I want to go. But I'm just going to go and show you, like, guys, a little bit more of the sort of river and, more particularly, like I say, the waterfalls is what we're after. But showing you some of the miniature ones, I mean, we're about to jump off one of them. Yeah, there's a lot of miniature ones, but if we carry on a little bit further along the actual course of the river itself, we'll eventually make our way to the actual, like, the big ones, to the ones that I they're the ones that I actually sort of saw before and want to show you guys now. So if we go a little bit further down, aha, it should be just along here. The sort of land just suddenly drops down here, with the water obviously going with it. So if the land drops away, what's the water got to do? The water's also got to drop away. Here it is. So if I line myself up a little bit better, we're going to go into photo mode, and we're going to get a nice picture so you guys can just sort of see the sheer beauty. And we're obviously going to save that photo. So yeah, if we save that photo, and then obviously, like, you can actually, the fact that you can just save the photos on your account and then, like, share them so other people can see your photos is really quite a nice little feature. It's only a little thing, but it's nice. I quite like the fact that we have the capability to do that. So then if I exit photo mode, and now it's just sort of a drive to where we're going to end the video. So we're going to drive back around to Gran Puente Bridge, but instead of driving over the top of it, we're going to go underneath the bottom of it. So if we make our way back up here to the road, whoa. I'm going to casually do an E-drift here, because why not? Whoa, that was oversteer. Oh my god, we almost did a 360. Right, this is how we now, instead of going over the bridge, we turn off and sort of go through the jungle itself, and we're going to go underneath the bridge. And I mean, that'll just be the nice little ending that the whole video needed. But all in all, it's been such a fun game to play, and it's so nice to drive. The physics is beautiful, the graphics are beautiful, the map itself is astonishing. Honestly, I'm really enjoying this game, and I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Because if so, I'll definitely carry on making them. I mean, regardless, I'm going to carry on playing the game, but if you guys are enjoying it, I will keep on making content as well. So, like...
400 yards. Turn left.
So now, as you can see, we can actually see the bridge from sort of underneath coming up towards it, and it's so beautiful.
In 400 yards, turn sharp left. Turn sharp left.
So, I mean... as I say, we're going through the jungle now, I mean... Well, I mean, yeah, we're almost there now, almost done with the video. Honestly, the bridge from underneath is quite spectacular. So if I go around the corner here,
You have arrived at your destination.
we want a nice photo to end, so... So if we go back into photo mode one last time, get ourselves a nice photo of the bridge with some, I believe those are like yaks or rams or something in the background, and we do that with our McLaren Senna. I mean, truly spectacular video, beautiful and spectacular picture to end a video driving around one of the greatest places I've ever driven around in a driving game. With that in mind, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, found it informative, enjoyable and fun to watch. I totally found this fun to make. Just driving around, seeing the whole map was so fun, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. With that in mind, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.